Before the skyline, before the factories, before the university, before the sound of race cars echoing through Saturday night, there was land here. Rolling North Carolina land, shaped by rivers, ridgelines, forests, and people who saw something worth building. Winston-Salem is not a city that appeared all at once. It was built in layers. One layer came from faith. One came from industry. One came from education. One came from art, innovation, and the kind of reinvention that only happens when a city refuses to stay in one era. From above, Winston-Salem has a different feeling than many cities in North Carolina. It does not try to overwhelm you. It does not need to. This is a city with a quieter confidence, a place where the past is still visible in the brick, the streets, the rooftops, and the old industrial buildings that help shape its identity. To understand Winston-Salem, you have to start before Winston and Salem were one city. Because long before Winston-Salem became known for tobacco, medicine, racing, universities, and the arts, it was already a place built around purpose. Where the nearby town of Salem carried the weight of tradition, Winston became tied to movement, business, and growth. By the late 19th and early 20th centuries, Winston was becoming an industrial force. Tobacco, textiles, manufacturing, and rail connections helped turn this part of North Carolina into a center of commerce. Then, in 1913, Winston and Salem officially merged. From the air, downtown Winston-Salem still carries that dual identity. You can see the old and the new occupying the same space. You can see buildings that were born in another century standing beside modern apartments, hotels, restaurants, offices, and research spaces. You can see a downtown that has changed, but has not forgotten what made it. For much of the 20th century, Winston-Salem was tied closely to one of the most powerful names in American business, R.J. Reynolds Tobacco Company. The company not only influenced the city's economy, but also shaped its skyline. It shaped its reputation. It shaped the way Winston-Salem was seen across the country. Downtown Winston-Salem also carries another identity, the city of arts and innovation. That phrase is not just branding. You can feel it in the murals, the galleries, the performance spaces, the festivals, the restaurants, and the creative energy that moves through the city center. This is a downtown where old brick walls have become memories of the past, and where a new generation is creating the future. For many people, Their first connection to Winston-Salem is through Wake Forest University, the home of the Demon Deacons. The lights, the field, the stands, the sound of fall on a Saturday. College sports has a way of turning the university into something larger than itself. It brings students, alumni, families, and the surrounding city into one shared place. And here in Winston-Salem, Wake Forest football has become one of the most visible symbols of the university's presence. Because Wake Forest is not just one of Winston-Salem's most important institutions. It is one of the reasons the city became more than an industrial center. The university's story did not begin here. It began more than 100 miles east, in the town of Wake Forest, North Carolina. In 1834, the Wake Forest Manual Labor Institute was founded there, later becoming Wake Forest College. For generations, the school grew in that small town, building a reputation around scholarship, faith, discipline, and service. But by the middle of the 20th century, Wake Forest was preparing for a move that would change the future of both the university and Winston-Salem. In 1946, the school accepted an invitation from the Z. Smith Reynolds Foundation to relocate to Winston-Salem. It was a bold decision that would change the future of the city more than anyone could have predicted. From the quiet order of brick walkways and campus traditions, we move toward a different kind of tradition, one built on noise, speed, competition, and Saturday nights. This is Bowman Gray Stadium. To some, it is a racetrack. To others, it is a football stadium. But to Winston-Salem, it is something deeper. Bowman Gray Stadium has a rare kind of character. It does not feel polished in the way modern sports venues often do. It feels lived in, earned. The stadium was constructed during the Great Depression at a time when public works projects were changing cities across America. Originally built as a football stadium, Bowman Gray would eventually become one of the most famous short tracks in the country, and that is part of what makes it so unique. This place was never just one thing. It has held football games. It has hosted crowds. It has carried local pride. And since 1949, it has been tied to the roots of NASCAR itself. Racing at Bowman Gray was started by Bill France Sr. and Alvin Hawkins, two names connected to the earliest foundation of NASCAR. From that beginning, this quarter-mile track became known across the racing world for tight turns, close contact, short tempers, and unforgettable nights under the lights. Winston-Salem brings us back to something quieter, something older, something that existed before the skyline, before the factories, before the university, and before the city had the name we know today. This is Historic Bethabara Park, and this is where the story of Winston-Salem begins. In 1753, 15 Moravian settlers arrived in this part of North Carolina after traveling south from Pennsylvania. They were not building a city yet. They were building a settlement, a place of shelter, a place of faith, a place where work, worship, survival, and community were tied together in daily life. They called it Bethabara. The name means house of passage, and that name still feels appropriate. because Bethabara was never just an ending point. It was a beginning. On behalf of Port City Heights, we would like to thank you for joining us on this journey through Winston-Salem. From the heart of downtown to Wake Forest University, from the roar of Bowman Gray to the quiet beginnings of Bethabara, this city tells a story built on history, work, tradition, and reinvention. If you enjoyed this aerial experience, don't forget to like the video and hit that subscribe button. We'll see you in the next video.
Welcome to Port City Heights, your gateway to an expansive online stock library of stunning aerial footage. Explore our expansive online stock footage library, boasting an ever-expanding array of breathtaking aerial images and videos. It's a haven for marketers, filmmakers, and content creators in pursuit of that picture-perfect shot. What makes us stand out? Our hassle monthly subscription. Dive into a realm of awe-inspiring aerial content with the liberty to explore. Take your project to new heights with Port City Heights. Visit our website to explore our stock library.